Recently, one of my clients, a woman physician just like you, asked me a really powerful question. And her question was, how do I create a life that I don't feel like I need to escape from? If you're a woman physician who's wondered the same thing, then keep watching because this video is for you. I'm Dr. Jeannie Lawrence. I'm a board certified psychiatrist as well as a physician life coach. And today I want to answer a question that I know has been on the minds of so many women physicians, my clients, and those in my audience. How can I create a life that I don't need to escape from? If you're a woman physician, you're probably really good at delayed gratification. It is embedded in our training as physicians, where the expectation and the culture is to basically put your head down, work extremely hard, grind it out, ignore your discomfort, because one day it's all going to be worth it, right? And so this is definitely what I did to get through med school and then to residency and then to become an attending and everything in between. And what happens if you're watching this video, you probably know that delaying gratification, even at the end of years and years of school and training, doesn't necessarily guarantee that you're going to be gratified right at the end of that. So many women physicians I talk to have done the work, put their noses down, grinded it out, only to be really disappointed, burned out with the healthcare system in which we work or the circumstances in which they find themselves, and really not achieving this life of fulfillment and purpose and joy that we thought was going to be at the end of years and years and years of self-sacrifice. And so our way of being, right, where we're constantly delaying gratification, means that the present moment that we find ourselves in is just something to endure. That's kind of the message that our brain gets. We're just in this, we just have to get through it. Once we get through it, at some point, it's going to all be worth it. And after a while, what you start to realize, right, as we get older and as we mature, you realize that life is like really short. It's not promised. If you're listening or watching this video and you're a physician, you're probably very intimately aware, right, as you deal with patients who die and family members and such who pass away, that life actually isn't promised, and we can't delay gratification indefinitely, because none of us knows like how long this one precious life that we get is going to last. And that can be kind of unnerving when you recognize that you've been delaying gratification, right? And trying to just grit your way through every phase of your life, right? There's a point where you can no longer do that and you want answers, right? And rightfully so. If that's the place where you find yourself, I want you to hear this, because this video is for you. Your life is only as good at any given point as you think it is. Your life is only as good as you think it is. Dr. Jeannie, what are you talking about? Here's what I mean. If you find yourself in a place where your current phase of life is just something that you are enduring, and you're just wishing and hoping and holding on for the moment when you can make it past the next finish line, so that then you can be happy, and then you can feel peaceful, and then you can feel fulfilled and purposeful, and then you can, do all the things you've been dreaming of. What you need to know is that your life is and always will be as good as you think it is. And so our thoughts and our beliefs about our life are so important that they really shape our reality. I want you to think about the stories that we hear way too often of sometimes celebrities who seem to have it all, sometimes physicians who, by many people's standards, seem to have it all, right, in terms of career and a high-paying job and education and all of those things, whose lives actually end really tragically, right? Sometimes with depression and suicide at rates that are higher than the general public. It's heartbreaking, and it should drive home the fact that it's not really our external circumstances, our accolades, our successes, our achievements, etc., that make for a happy life. It has to be something else. And that something else is what's happening inside for us, right? Our emotional state, which is shaped by the thoughts and the beliefs that we have. And so if you want to get to a place where you're no longer escaping your life, right? Because you feel like this phase of life is just like so terrible and you can't really connect to what's the good that's happening around you. Like you see it, but you can't really feel it or experience it. I want you to know that it's not a hopeless situation, right? You can train your brain. You can learn the tools to start to appreciate the moments of life that you have now, right? The patients that you get to take care of, the beautiful family that you have, the life that you live. It's not something that you have to endure, right, in order to get to the next phase, but something that you can enjoy now with the right tools and support, which is what I offer inside Sanctuaries.